In politics this morning, it's a busy January in D.C. First up today, new members of Congress will be sworn in.
Meantime, in just over 2 weeks, the inauguration of President-elect Donald Trump. NBC's Chris Pallone is in Washington this morning. And Chris, with a new Congress comes a battle for Speaker of the House.
Yeah, that's right, Dave and Danita. Good morning to you. And the current Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, is expressing optimism that he will still be Speaker of the House when today is finished, but his re-election is anything but guaranteed.
New Congress in the new year, and House Republicans are hoping to avoid a repeat of what happened 2 years ago.
A speaker has not been elected.
When it took 15 votes over 4 days to hand Kevin McCarthy the gavel. The current Speaker, Mike Johnson, can afford to lose just one Republican vote and still win a majority.
It's a numbers game. We have the smallest margin in U.S. history. We'll have a margin of probably 2 votes tomorrow during that, so can only afford to lose 1 or 2. But I think we'll get it done.
But several Republicans have expressed doubts about Johnson's leadership.
I remain undecided, as do a number of my colleagues, because we saw so many of the failures.
Criticizing Johnson for cooperating with Democrats to pass key bills as factions of Republicans fought over spending and aid to Ukraine. At least one Republican, Thomas Massie of Kentucky, is already on the record.
Oh, no. You can pull all my fingernails out. You can shove bamboo up in them. You can start cutting off my fingers. I am not voting for Mike Johnson.
But Johnson has one key backer.
Going to get a successful vote. He's a good man. He's a wonderful person, and that's what you need.
The contentious transition is playing out as Washington braces for several high-profile events that could strain security efforts, including the January 6th vote certification, the funeral for former President Jimmy Carter, and the inauguration of Donald Trump.
Now, the House has a few days to get a speaker elected, but if one isn't in place by Monday, that would delay the certification of Donald Trump's election victory and could throw the timeline for the transition of power into chaos. Danita?
All right, Chris Pallone reporting live for us this morning. Thank you.
Meantime, we are now monitoring to see who will be named Ohio's newest U.S. Senator to replace Vice President-elect J.D. Vance. Governor Mike DeWine is expected to make an announcement on Vance's replacement soon, but Vance must first resign his Senate seat before the governor can make his appointment. Vance will be sworn in as Vice President on Inauguration Day, which is January 20th.